Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to do this gorgeous, fresh, kind of summery spring base. It's a little bit bronze, but it's not over the top. It's luminant. It's luminous. There we go. It's luminous and it's long wear and it's dewy. My fave. But wait a second. If you're not subscribed here, my friends, hit that bell. And you will expect to see lots of beauty content from a makeup artist, a pro makeup artist, may I add, of 16 years. I show you my tips and tricks, all things feminine, beauty related, cool, easy to do. I reply to your comments and I do other stuff, but I can't remember. Anyway, enough about me. Let's get to it. So if you prep your skin to whatever your skin requires and needs, we're going to get on with the makeup. So I'm going to start off with the IT Cosmetics CC Cream in Illumination. This, although it has an SPF 50 in it already, I do tend to wear an SPF underneath because you don't guarantee that same even coverage and application of product as you do with your dedicated SPF. This is the shade Light Medium. I don't know why I say it like that, but I do. So I've got the product in my hand. This is a Spectrum D, I was about to say B, D04. So when I apply foundation, I dab a little bit on my hand, dab it onto my brush, and then I will apply a light layer onto the skin, and I start out where I need coverage. I need coverage on my the centre of my face generally, where I'm a little bit red, where there's a little bit of uneven skin tone. So with skin, if you want it to look really natural, the key thing is to do it in thin layers and build the layers. And when you come to blending, hold your brush quite far back, and that'll just give you a bit more flexibility and a lighter touch. And it'll mean your brush does all the work for you so you can snooze, really, but you know what I mean. Now I'm going to go into concealer. So this is the bareMinerals Liquid Mineral Concealer, the original. This is a really, oops, just flicked it all up my hand. Really densely covered, a really dense coverage concealer. There we go, I said it. And so I start off, this is the shade Fair 1N. So this is quite a neutral tone, I want to say. So I'm applying it in very specific targeted areas. If you don't have a doe foot wand, use a brush to apply it, or even a Q-tip. I'm just applying this wherever I need a bit more help. So on most people that tends to be in the inner corner of the eye, but take it right in, and it's only a small amount of concealer, because remember, if you need more, we can add more and layer. When I'm using liquid on liquid with bases, I always do my concealer after, because if you do it beforehand, you're only going to wipe off the concealer, so you're wasting your time. And if you want your concealer to be as much coverage as possible, leave it on to dry. Leave it on to dry for like 10 minutes and come back to it. So to keep that coverage, can you see how I'm really stamping that on? So if you've got any kind of maskne breakouts or anything, you would use a small brush in exactly the same way. And this brush is really nice and firm, so this is giving me real control and keeping that coverage rather than solely wiping the product off. And then we go into that light blending motion. I'm doing a mixture of kind of circular motions and back and forth, because I'm just covering all bases then. And I'm not leaving any streak marks because I'm not overloading my brush. If you're finding streak marks on your product, on your face, you've probably overloaded your brush, so just wipe the excess off your brush. I like to keep things really simple, and I'm quite lazy, like when I do my own makeup, not so much when I'm doing clients and stuff, but I like to keep it to one brush. So I do the inner and outer corner of the eye, and then I just blend that right underneath together to join. So where I'm really wanting to cover is here and here on the eye, and then just a really fine veil. Like if you need some more, you can just like apply a little bit more here. I really need to sort out my mirror situation, because I'm aware that I'm kind of looking beyond you. I've got two mirrors set up, but they're not quite right. I don't have time to around with that today, babes. I don't have time today, I'm afraid. Right, next up is bronzer. So I'm using the Milk Baked Bronzer. This comes in a multitude of tones. It's really lovely. It's a matte bronzer, it's a stick, it's dreamy. If you really struggle with blending, these are ideal. This is a Spectrum brush, the G07. So this is quite a strong pigment, so I'm just going to do 1 or 2 swipes. And if you're not sure how the product's going to come out, just test it on the back of your hand and that'll give you an indication. So you can kind of smush it in and test it. And I'm just applying this to the, oh, I should have pinned my hair back. So I'm applying this, I guess where you'd apply your highlighter, not quite as high. And I would avoid applying this straight onto the skin because although it's a cream, it's not like a really emollient wet cream. It's going to take quite a lot of work to blend and we want to make it easy. So when I want control of the product, I really keep my brush grip quite close to the base of the brush, but when I want a bit of a looser, kind of freer, softer blend, I pull back, and this is where I link the two, do a bit on my nose. I always like to put a bit on the eye. Boom! I've got a video actually, I'm pretty sure it's on here. I'll find it and I'll see if I can be a bit tacky and drop it in here. Don't hold me to that, if not I'll just link it below. But on the difference between bronzer and contour. So I do get that a lot and they are quite different. Oh, I look so much healthier. Because my chest is out, I'm just going to take a little bit of bronzer and warm her up. So I look a bit more J-Lo and less Casper. If your ears are out, tickle some bronzer on them too. I'm just going to do my lobes. And if you've gone a bit heavy or anything, you can just go back into your foundation brush. What's really important with bronzers is you really want to take this right into the hairline. So if you've got quite thin hair, like I've got quite a thin hair, you really want to be pushing it back so it looks au natural as possible, so no one can tell that you're faking it. You don't have to fake it till you make it, because we've made it, honey. Anyway, blush time. This is the Max Factor Soft Copper. Love, love, love this. I know Caroline Barnes is a huge fan of this shade. It is gorgeous. So I apply it to the heel of my hand. This is my favourite trick. If you struggle with blusher placement, basically get a cream blusher, go down from the pupil, then go across the lip, boop, 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 we hit the jackpot, and then you just press it, and then up. And what that does is it gives you a very youthful appearance of blusher. I've done quite a good job there, so I don't need to really blend, but sometimes you find that there's a bit of an edge, so you might just want to dust it away and, oh, got an itch there, blend it down. Or if you've got Aunt Sally, just get your foundation brush and just use whatever excess is left on the brush just to tickle it away. Final step! What's that, Lisa? What's your final step? Well, it's a bit of a powder, my friends. So this is the bareMinerals Hyaluronic Hydra powder. It's a cream. This is the Spectrum B08 brush. And I'm just setting everything. I'm controlling the sheen and the shine so I don't look like I've just run a marathon, but I look like a glowing goddess. So I'm just controlling. So if you think of like a triangle, no, diamond. Are you okay, hon? No. A diamond shape and applying powder there pretty much. And just kind of setting under the eyes. And it's quite important to keep rewind. Anyway, you'd be glad to know we finished. That is a really quick, nice and easy base look, perfect for summer. Lightweight, it's glowy but not too glowy. And because we've not powdered the cheek, that acts like a really natural, lovely highlight anyway. So yeah, that is it. Feel free to follow me on Instagram. I do daily content there. So, you know, go over there and join in on the fun. Thank you so much for watching. I upload every Sunday. I will see you soon, my friends. Thank you. Bye.